I'm pretty sure you've seen these really super cool one image carousels where they kind of split in two and you just swipe and see this amazing carousel. But in this video, I actually want to show you how to take these collages one step further and create something like this. And on top of that, I'll be sharing 8 tips with you to make your collages stand out from the crowd and also tell a much better story. All right, so after you're done editing your images in Lightroom, export your pictures in full size, and I will show you why in just a second. So after you've exported your images, simply open up Photoshop and create new file. Instagram's size of one image, if you put it vertical, is 4:5. That translates to 1080 by 1350. But if you want to add several images in a collage, then depending on how many images you want, you just simply have to multiply that 1350 by the amount of images you want to have. So for example, what I've done actually, and this is one smart thing, is that you can save these presets. So for this example, for example, I'm going to go with 3 images. I'm just simply going to click create. First thing you want to do is go to view and click on new guide layout. Number here should be representing the amount of images you want to have. In our case, we said 3, so I'm just going to have 3. Leave the gutter and width at 0. So now that we have our canvas ready, simply what you have to do is add your images. Just going to drag them on top, and then from here on you can simply stack them anywhere you want. The reason why I told you to have a full-size image is because here I can play around and zoom in as much as I want, because otherwise if you would crop it in Lightroom, then you wouldn't be able to do this because they would already be predefined. So for example, if I want it to be somewhere here in the middle and zoomed in this much because I like it like that, I hit enter and it's there. And also with the second image, you see I can simply add way more zoom to it if I want. From here it is very simple. All you have to do now is just simply split the images and export them and upload on Instagram. But I want to tell you these 8 tips that I talked about. All right, so the first thing that you could do is expand one image across several placeholders or several spots. So for example, here I have an image with 6 places, as you can see, and there's this one image that actually is quite big, and that's another reason why you shouldn't resize in Lightroom, but should export here full size. I have added this image because I really like the detail of it. I want this to be as my first main image, but then I want to use the background of that image as my second background of the picture. So before adding this would be the image here, and as you can see, it really makes it nice how it looks like, and I can add an image. Second thing what you can do is, if you have an image that is very vertical and you don't want crop it 4:5 because you know it's 2:3 originally from the camera, then this is another great example what you can do. You can just simply scale it down, add a little bit of frame around it, and you can add it right here. The same goes with the landscape pictures. If you have a really nice landscape picture and you don't want to have it cropped or just very tiny, you can add it across 2 images, across 2 placeholders, and it will give you a really nice panoramic view of the image. If you want to accentuate some story even better, you can have 3 landscape images in one vertical image. So like I did here, 1, 2, 3. Another tip what you can do is add some text. If you see here, it's like a bit of mystical. I added some text on top of it so people can actually pay a little bit more attention. Another cool thing that what you can do is actually add some shadow to the image. For example, here I have added it just so it looks a little bit more alive, and that is a picture worth sharing. Besides that, don't be afraid of leaving some white space around. That's another tip what you can do. So the last tip I want to share with you is, if for example you've made a collage and you think that 4 placeholders doesn't really fit and you don't really want to use this image as the last one, there's absolutely no problem. You can actually simply cut it down to 3 places if that's what you want. You just simply have to go to image and canvas size, and here just type in the width that you want for the 3 image placeholders, and please make sure to shift everything to the left side, because then the right image will be cut off and the 3 left ones will remain. And it asks you if you want to proceed. Yes, you do, and here you go. You have beautiful 3 images that you can split. So from this point on, it's quite simple, because you just have to split it now. So use the slice tool. It's under the crop tool. Usually you will have it here, a crop tool. So make sure that you press it down and go to slice tool. And when you press the slice tool, that you simply can slice from guides. And when you click on that, it will create 3 even or 4, whatever you have, slices. And before we export all of the images, I just really quickly want to tell you why make collages and why is it important. Well, first of all, I think that the story is everything, and you can tell a story a lot better. In collage, you can actually have some close-up shots, and you have some different perspectives, and also you can use different lenses for the same scene and show the details and really tell the story much better, because half of the image is the story that you're trying to tell. The second thing is because it will develop you as a photographer. I've seen so many photographers just taking the pictures in portrait mode, because simply that's what they do for Instagram, and they know it's not gonna fit. Any landscape images are not gonna fit there. But by having the collages, you know, you can fit a landscape picture so much easier by allowing it to take 2 spaces. So it develops you as a photographer much better, allows you to take way more different kind of pictures, and you're not limited only to the portrait pictures, and that's so much better for you. And the third thing, it makes you way more creative, because if you're in a location and you think about these different ways how you will tell the story, you'll be swapping lenses, you'll go zoomed in, you'll go wide, you will shot details, you will really tell the story with your images, and that will make you a lot more creative and a better storyteller. From here it's very simple. You just go to File, Export, and make sure that you save for web instead of export as. And when you save for web, just save it somewhere in the folder where you want to have it. Use maximum quality 100 and simply save. Don't click on done, click on save. After you've saved your slices, then it's very simple. You just go to your Instagram profile, and you don't even need to upload them in Drive or AirDrop on your phone, because you can do everything from your computer. Just go to your Instagram from the web browser and just click plus, select from the computer. So then you just find the files that you want to upload. Make sure you select them in the right order. For example, I here have them incorrectly sorted. So what I want to do is sort them exactly how I want them. For now, 1, 2, 3, I open. It goes on. Make sure that you click this original ratio, so you have it exactly how you cropped it in Photoshop. Make sure that the 3 images are there, and from here on you already know what to do. Next. Write the caption, tag some people if you want, share the image, and it's gonna be in your profile. Beautiful. Then grab your phone, check it out if it is exactly as you want it, and make sure that everything is perfect and you're happy. And that's all there is, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed not only the tutorial, but also the tips I gave you and the reasons why you should try the collages. And if you do end up trying them, please tag me in those collages so I can see how you guys doing it. Try something new, experiment, and don't forget to keep on creating. I'll see you in the next video, guys. See ya.